Now. There we go. Where are we?
You
Yeah,
kick us off.
about Helena. Yeah, so the question that Anna was asking was about the algorithm on the personal pages and why you're only getting like 25 people, your top friends, liking and commenting. Actually, Helena's asking this, I'm just reading it. Or otherwise, Facebook chooses who to show me. I don't need Facebook to choose my friends. I think this is just a copy and paste your wall so you can have more interaction with your customers. So friends, thanks for the heads up. What's the best way to pull an ad that's been rejected? Yeah, so the first one with the 25 algorithm, it depends on what your business is. If it's, it's generally working towards people that are more likely to be your friend and the more likely they comment on your stuff. So it's an algorithm that to bypass, I'm not quite sure, to be honest. But my main experience is through paid advertising. So for personal friends, and when you're writing like 25 people, I think, yeah, I actually don't know. You probably have to either ask Facebook support and find out what you need to do, or block all the 25 people who come up. What we were talking about, I don't know.
We were just to give a bit of context to people who have just jumped on. So I was just opening up the question saying, it seems like on my personal page where I'm building an online brand as well as my business page, I'm getting the same revolving, like similar people commenting, liking, loving on me, the same people. And so as I'm building a personal brand, I'm feeling like my reach for what I'm sharing that's designed to go beyond these same, general people that are particularly in the business that I'm in. It's not really going out to the 4,500 other people who I'd like to be reaching. So is anyone else having that experience where they're feeling like their personal page is getting smaller and smaller and smaller? Because there was, I'm just going to just check in the chat box if you can't, or whatever, if you can unmute yourself and you want to jump in and you're having an experience that you want to maybe share into this space around that topic, jump in. It is one of the questions that was dropped into the Q&A for this afternoon's chat by, who was it by?
Let me just look. It was by Helena.
It was by Helena. So I'm sort of having a similar experience on my personal page. And so Sean's just got a similar issue there, Anna. Okay, good. So we're all kind of there. For me personally, I think we're all, like us, particularly we're in GAS together. The Heart Blueprint page is not strictly GAS, but for the GAS people, we've got to be cautious about how many people we're adding from our community, I feel. So I've become a little bit more ruthless about not just adding everybody who's friend requesting me on my personal page. In saying that, it also feels like because it's the GAS people often responding to my post, then it gets shared algorithm-wise. It's getting shared amongst the community and like their friends. There's a way that it sort of stays quite insular. So Pardon?
A few other people have joined. Lee and Celeste.
Oh, cool. Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Hope you're having a great day. We're just responding to the question that got asked today in the group by Helena about the Facebook algorithm and how on the personal page it really feels like our social circle is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And the people that we're trying to reach are not seeing us, and the people that are already preaching to the converted are the ones that are like, I love you. I think this is amazing. I'm totally resonating. I can see Lee's like, yeah, I know. My world is getting really fucking small. The same 25 people are like loving on me every day. And it's, it's a lovely feeling for the ego to be acknowledged, but actually what's, I'm starting to wonder how effective it really is in building an online brand. And,
on a personal page, I wouldn't recommend trying to build a personal brand on a Facebook personal page. The only way to build it is through business, paid ads, and Instagram. business profile.
Well, thanks for bringing us back to the topic then, Sean. It's good because I sort of need that reality check that, you know, it's time to go back out there in business land, you know, and develop the brand as we're meant to with Gaz and Instagram. So I'm gonna give the mic back to you and mute myself down, Sean, so you can what's happening, you know, and we'll jump in, and all of us, you know, unmute yourself if you've got something that you want to add, or just drop it in the chat. But I think it's valuable to use this time to look at what the hottest tips are right now, ways in which we can use our business, our page, and Instagram particularly seems to be the hottest topic right now. What are the 3 top things we can implement right away in Instagram that, you know, that are free?
I'd like to know, I'm going to ask, I'd like to know what's the main business, because it obviously curate it to what sort of business it is. So what's the main business that everyone's running at the moment online?
It's GAZ for us, just like Anna. So
yeah. Is everyone in? Yeah. Are there any non-Gaz people here? Just so I know how to relate this question. I think everyone.
Celeste is on, and I believe, I'm not sure. Are you also with Gaz or with another business, your own business? Gaz.
Hi. Yeah, Gaz.
Hi. Okay. Well, so my main thing at the moment. So Gaz, I understand how it all works. So my biggest 100% tip for the Gaz platform at the moment is that Facebook advertising, especially around affiliate marketing in Australia, is very, very competitive. There's a lot of people putting in a lot of money into all ads. So with that, your copy is the number one thing to nail. Copy is literally the one thing you need to start learning and really nailing, because if you don't have a good header in your Facebook ad, you won't get any attention at all you won't get any traction. And the better the copy is, the better the click-through rate, which is like, if it's above 10% on your click-through rate, you're going to get more traction to landing page off Gaz. So that'd be the first thing I'd say, is that copy is literally, with all advertising, copy is the most important thing. So I highly recommend start reading book covers, start reading magazine titles, start reading the language that they use, and you need to use emotive language above all. It needs to be emotive. So I've been doing a few copywriting courses over the last couple of years, and I've really tapped into a good one recently. So anyways, I'm going to mute that.
Oh, wasn't the soup in there? I thought the soup was in the microwave.
People?
Yeah, I thought it was the soup.
That was pretty funny. Hope the soup's okay. So copy is literally the most important thing now. Make sure you're using emotive language in the headers, making sure you got a capital. So I'll put an example in the type message. Make sure you use capitals like that in the header. Brackets always good as well. Brackets like this. And some emojis. I don't recommend all emojis, but focus on the header. Focus on nailing your headers. So if you're marketing the Gaz platform, the second recommendation, you probably won't like it, but the Gaz, and I'm only honest, the Gaz landing page that they give you on the back end doesn't convert. It needs to be, there's no synergy between a good quality Facebook ad to a landing page ad for the Gaz platform, which it's quite dark. The copy's not relevant for your Facebook ad. And there's no synergy. So there needs to be a warming up process. So there's a thing in digital called like, no, trust. It's basically you're doing an ad and then going straight, expecting the people to trust the whole flow of the funnel. But there's no synergy because you're doing a good quality Facebook ad and they take you to the landing page where I think it's like the 3 reveals. Hang on, I'll get unmute. It talks about you've got 2 landing page options, and then there's 2 Australian landing pages. Basically, what I'd recommend doing is getting on to learning how to build your own landing page out and set up your own automated email sequence inside Infusionsoft or GetResponse. So then when they go off your Facebook ad, they'll go into a landing page that you've created with the same copy as the header from your Facebook ad, and then have some really good copy in here about what they're going to learn in the masterclass and what you've learned from your the top things that you've learned from joining the online business. If you have started generating money, make sure you on the landing page it says learn how I've been able to generate X amount per month. The more numbers you can put in copy, the better. But be warned, with a Facebook copy, you don't want to have any taste of get rich quick schemes, any taste of earning capability. You want to cut out all that. Literally, what I'd recommend, I think I was telling Lee this over the phone the other day, is like my thing is the best way to do it is obviously you got to offer value. If you're not offering any value, people are not going to click off Facebook. So make sure there's value and there's a good quality header in the copy, and make sure you use emotive language. They're just sort of like top 3 tips with copy. And always tell them a story in the copy as well. Don't tell them a large paragraph like that of copy in a story. Make sure it's, you guys already probably know this, but just make sure it's one-liners because people are scan read. And the attention span at the moment, I think I've told this a few times now, is like 3 seconds on average on Facebook. So if you don't capture them with a header, you're done. So you got 3 seconds literally to get them looking at your ad. And it needs to be captivating. So I'd literally be working on copy on that Facebook ad for a week, like really, really nail it. And then once you've done the Facebook copy, then you do your Facebook video that translates to the Facebook ad. And with your Facebook video, I'm not sure if I'm sure you all know this, but most people are watching Facebook ads now at work. So they got their phone on silent. So make sure you got captions as well. And then if they like your video, you'll notice this now, they like your video and then they'll go, oh, great, that's amazing. And what would be my next thing? I'm over.
So Sean, are you saying with paid advertising, stick with copy, really emotive copy, great copy, and always a video or a photo, or like what is it?
Always video.
Always a video. And that video under 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute?
Look, literally the stats at the moment, 30 seconds. Get straight to the point.
30 seconds. Get it in there, in and out.
Straight away, you want to tell them. Yeah, the call to action. So straight away, you'd be like, hey, everyone, I've got a free online workshop. Boom, that should be your first thing. Because you've got it straight away, they know what they're watching. And then, so you go, hey, guys, I've got a 3-minute, I've got a free online workshop where you're going to learn the #1 secret to creating an online automated income. Don't say automated, an online income. Facebook doesn't like the word automated. Create an online income where I'm being able to live my life XYZ. All you need to do is click the link below, learn more, and you can sign up for the next live workshop. Limited spaces available. This ad won't be up for long. Can't wait to see you there. So scarcity. And then what you do, and if you're new to Facebook advertising, you need to set up Facebook Pixel on your Gaz platform straight away, because you can start tracking their behavior on what people are up to on each page. Does everyone know what Facebook Pixel is?
Maybe not.
That's all right. So Facebook Pixel is a simple piece of code that you essentially put into the back end of the Gaz platform. And this code tracks behavior off Facebook on the website. So every time someone clicks on your ad and goes to the landing page on the Gaz platform, a pixel it'll register on the pixel that 3 people have gone to that page, and then the pixel will communicate to you on the back end of Facebook. So it's a really good way to know how far people are going through your sales sequence through the funnel. So then there'll be another trigger event for the GAS, because it's really easily implemented. Is basically you can see when people watch the webinar, you can see when people go to the sales page, you can see when people add the cart. So basically you can set up an ad for people who watch the webinar and then didn't purchase. So it's a retarget ad. Retargeting is the best way literally to make sales, because they're already a hot quality lead, and I've gone through a few stages to get to pass the webinar. But this is another really sneaky, well, it's not sneaky at all. This is a really good way to advertise now as well. There's so many different ways out there, and it's all very overwhelming, but my only suggestion is like stick to one technique and just test it for like a couple of weeks. Don't try and do it all straight away. So one thing that is getting done quite a lot with big agencies and the like Dunkin' Donuts, like big companies in the States, they do a high quality visual engagement ad. It could be just brand awareness. Hey, I'm XYZ. I've created this new lifestyle, blah, 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 blah. It needs to be offering value, pure value, no call to action, nothing. And then you can do a lookalike audience based off people who watch 75% of that ad, and then offering them, it could be, then you're retargeting the people who watch that video, then actually having a call to action. Hey guys, I'm Sean here. I've like just launched a new masterclass on how I've made 5 figures per month. All you need to do is click the link below. But they've already gone through 2 funnels to get to where you are. So it's like an email sequence funnel, but it's a Facebook video sequence funnel. So they get to that point after they watched video views. So you can go on the back end of Facebook and do a custom audience based off people who watch 75% of your video. And then you retarget those people again with another video that's more of a call to action. So the first video they watch, it's offering value. Who am I? No selling at all. Then they've warmed up to you. They've watched the video, and then you retarget them on the second video. Probably sounds really complicated. I'll go through it on another session, exactly how to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, maybe what we can do is also like actually do an exercise where this week you set us the homework to do it, like to create the first video and copy and launch it. And then maybe next week we can go, okay, let's have a look and do a shared screen on maybe mine, for example, my campaign. And then I'm happy to share what I'm doing, and because I'm doing it with you. And then we can unlock that and have a look, and then we can do another, we can maybe implement it. Does that make sense if we do it with a live like person?
Yeah. Just
model it.
Yeah. I'm about to actually I just sent through a link to everyone. Oh, I sent it to everyone.
Whatever you're putting, I can't see it.
That's right.
If you've been putting anything in the chat box, I don't see anything from you.
That's right. So I've just put in a link to everyone. That is that. So you would have heard of ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels it's a funnel building software. So you know how the GAS landing pages looks like that? They would have done it in ClickFunnels or like a funnel building software, right? So what I'm recommending everyone, if you want to start making money online, especially on GAS, is to create your own landing page on Convertri, and it'll be with your branding, with your colors, with your unique copy, and then you can connect that link to the GAS. That's what I really look at exploring, and it'll take a few weeks to really learn it. But with the online game, you literally gotta use Convertri free. Convertri is not free. It's around $70 a month, but this is unlimited. I think that there's a basic version. It's around $50. It's quite cheap, but literally you can build your own landing pages out, which is going to be way more user friendly, because you got to remember you're doing Facebook ads going to GAS landing page. There's no synergy at all. There's no. It's real.
Can I also jump in, Sean, and just say that I'm building out a funnel that's going to sit in front of GAS that's about team building, that actually really is going to work for our kind of business, where it's not just about your business, but it's about your team growing. So it might be worth next week I can actually maybe present that, you know, into the group, so that there's, because there is the kind of funnels that you're talking about, and then there's something that might actually work for a team that wants to grow as opposed to just the individual. So look, there are options, and it's just, I just wanted to put out there that that's something that, you know, I'm really working on, that's going to be something my whole team can leverage off, this idea of rising together.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, back to just with Convertri, there's a tool inside of it, and I can show you next week if you like, but you can basically you can grab the Gaz landing page and clone it and copy it into Convertri, and just change the wording and change the photo. It's
Don't tell that.
But anyway, you can do that. So if you find a landing page that you really like online, you're like, I'm not saying the Gaz landing page, that's naughty. Find a landing page that you think is really cool off a Facebook ad, copy that link, and then you can clone that link into the back end of Convertri, and then it looks exactly the same. And there are parts to it. You've got to be careful with privacy and like legal part. Just make sure it's legal to do it on that page. Otherwise you are copywriting their funnel. So that is a digital tip. What else have I got? When you're doing a paid ad, to get people to opt into the webinar, make sure the Facebook pixel is plugged into the back end of the Gaz, and you need to run a campaign that is driven for conversions to people who opt in for the webinar, because that's telling the Facebook algorithm to go for people who are more likely to convert to the webinar, more likely to take an action off Facebook, essentially. So instead of running a traffic campaign, which tells Facebook to go after people that want to that are more likely to click off Facebook and wait for a landing page to load, when you say you want to go for a conversion campaign, you're finding people that are more likely to convert and take a very particular action on a Facebook, off Facebook. So, wouldn't Gaz like that though? If they're using Gaz would like that though, because you're creating more revenue.
Definitely. Yeah. There's no issue with, you know, creating landing pages and doing a pre-funnel. To the funnel.
Because I think like the main issue is just there needs to be synergy off a Facebook ad to a landing page. You know what I mean? Using their webinar, there needs to be synergy. And another thing as well. I'm probably overwhelming everyone. I always seem to go into detail way too much, but there's lots of new tools coming out, and one of them is, I'm sure everyone's already talking about inside Gaz, but ManyChat is something we've just implemented for our agency, and it's changing the game for online marketing, and it's here to stay. So email open rates are 20%, message bot open rates are 98%. So plus, so everyone's so paranoid about checking their inbox and their thing every hour. So it's an incredible tool to look into, ManyChat. It's an automated bot sequence. So you could have a Facebook ad. Could be talking about, what's a good example? I'll give you an example for me. Hey guys, like I'm taking on 5 new clients for the agency. I'm going to run your ads for free for 4 weeks. All you need to do is click the link in the messenger, and then I'll see you there. And then it's an automated sequence inside Messenger bot, which will be like, hey there, Sean here. What's the best way to contact you? And then you can automate a sequence of text for Messenger based off what they say inside the message. So you could easily, all this stuff takes time to work out. Like it's taken our agency, there's 3 of us who are now working. It's taken us a few days to literally work out how it all works. And we've been like going through everything, watching all the YouTube videos, watching all the tutorials. There's no other way. You just got to literally learn it. Like this is new for everyone. So, and I'll tell you this now, it's here to stay, and it's going to keep dominating internet marketing until everyone does it. So it's better to get on now before everyone else is doing Facebook ads with Messenger bot opt-ins.
Hey, Sean, just with the Messenger bot opt-in, so if you've got an ad running and you're saying just click on the Messenger, what does that mean, click on the Messenger? Because I haven't seen ads that say that, because normally it's like click on the link below or drop a comment below in the comments.
You can do a Messenger ad. So on the back end of Facebook, you can do an ad that says send message in Messenger, and then you can just set your call to action is, hey, click the link below, and it opens up in Messenger, and I'll see you there, or whatever the call to action is. And then they click that, and then it opens up in Messenger with an automated text response.
That's what I was asking. So is it click on the link below or click on the Messenger link below?
Yeah.
Okay. And it will be obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. You can also do click on the learn more. You can do learn more, and then it opens up a landing page and it says send in Messenger, but it's not as user friendly because you got to go through a couple of steps. So it's all user friendly to go. It opens up in Messenger. Straight away in Messenger, you've got an automated text, and then they can subscribe to it. And then you're building a messenger list inside Facebook Messenger. So every time you're like, hey guys, we've got like a webinar coming up, free webinar coming up. You're going to learn how I joined this amazing business and created, 5-figure months. It's coming up soon. Here's the link. Can't wait to see you there. Boom, send it. And then it goes off to all your subscribers inside Messenger bot.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really
Thank
cool.
you.
Yeah, so there's some really, really cool stuff coming out, and it's a matter of like diving deep and learning how it all works. So I'd recommend start looking at copy, start reading magazines. I'll go over overview from today's crash course. Start looking at copy more, start looking at ads that are working really well. You'll get a lot of marketing ads you see on Facebook. Just start studying them and look at the keywords. Start looking at the emotive language that they use and the headers. Start mimicking the headers, because that's the best way to learn copywriting. And the next thing would be, I'd look at doing your own landing page off Facebook and creating Convertry. The reason I say Convertry over ClickFunnels and over other funnel building, just reading his is not very easy. Reading, I don't know what that means. So what was I going to say? I completely lost my train of thought.
You were saying why ClickFunnels why Convertry over ClickFunnels? Yeah,
so ClickFunnels, because there's so many users on it now through Brunson, it's actually slowing down a touch in seconds. So say you're running like a shitload of money into ads every day, like hundreds of dollars a day into ads, you're getting hundreds of traffic through. Because the attention span's 3 seconds, you can lose people through a page load. So if the page is taking a while to load, people don't have attention span, or it's like, less than a B now. So you really have to get a quick page load time to get their attention straight away. So Convertry at the moment is the fastest that I've found. And it's like 1 second and under generally. It can load, you got a loading page that loads within a second. So it's pretty incredible tech, and it's super user friendly. Like if you've never had any experience building out funnels or websites, Convertry is so easy. What I recommend though is download it and watch all the videos over a weekend, which is what I get everyone to do if they want to do it themselves. Watch all the videos for a whole weekend. Just lock it down. Get up early. I get up at 4 o'clock. If you want to get up really, start getting up at like 5 o'clock and start listening to all the videos. Whenever you got free time at night, start watching all the videos and literally learn everything step by step. And once you know it, it's super easy to use. It's really just user friendly. You can drop and drag the text. It's easy to publish, easy to save, and start building out your own landing page. And then the last point was running. Was there a free trial period? I think so. I think it does.
Says here 14 days.
14 days, yeah. Yeah. yeah, give it a go and just like learn it. It's really, really good software. And the more you know how to do it, like, you know, this is what you can offer. Like if you're wanting to learn how to start an online business, you can keep learning this in the background, and then you can easily start promoting yourself on Upwork and say, hey guys, I create landing pages for X amount per whatever you need doing. So side business you can start learning, you know. The more you get upskill yourself in tech, and especially in this digital world, the whole world's going this way. So the more you can get on, like right now is the best time we were learning all this stuff, because all these businesses like high end, they used to turn over millions and millions of dollars, they're all going out of business because they don't know how to advertise digitally. So everything you can learn right now, put it all, just head down, learn it all, because the more you can upskill and really learn this stuff, not just for your own online business to guys, knowing how to build your own sales funnel, you can literally offer this as a service, you know, to people within the guys or within whatever it is. So yeah, don't just think of it in like, oh, I need to learn this for guys. You can start building out your own sales funnel. You can start selling, offering a free opt-in off Facebook for a Facebook ad, and then on an email sequence or on a messenger bot, then you go, oh, by the way, I've got an online business. This is how I did it. Boom. So
beautiful. That's exactly right. Yes. Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I
think this is great.
And if I could just jump in for a second, with your presentation at the mastermind, I'm just keen to understand, like, with all that's going on, and Sean's got some great information there with the landing page, and my wife and I have thought that it was probably a little bit dark and not quite befitting of what we sort of what we're wanting to put online. That's probably a common thing, but is that what some of the leadership are thinking as well, like within the Freedom team?
What are you asking with regards to the current GAS funnel versus what's?
It obviously has worked to an extent, for some of the guys that have hit 6A pretty successfully, but
I don't think that they've used that funnel to hit 6A. We didn't even have it a month ago. Do you remember, like, automation only came in like maybe 6 weeks ago? Before that, it was all manual, right?
Yeah, okay. So we obviously haven't been in long enough to understand some of the history behind it all, but it's just keen to hear your thoughts on it.
So basically what we're thinking of doing, what I'm in the middle of creating is a funnel that is specifically for, that will work very well for what we're doing. It builds GAS into it, but instead of this, like what ClickFunnels do or what Convertri do, it's more specified to our business and affiliate marketing. It includes, I don't want to say too much today, because actually Sean and I are about to jump into a meeting with my developer to talk about the key features that I believe will help people convert to the $99, right? So it's not just about watching the webinar, it goes a step further, and it's to do with a lockdown offer. So adding a lot more value, customizing, allowing it more team building features. So it really starts, it's not just about me building my funnel, it's about me building for my team, and they can leverage off freebies, so to speak, that help people to convert in a certain time frame, and then that gets taken away within a number of days. There's a countdown screen, and then that offer disappears. There's email sequences that are specifically designed to get people to convert to the $99. It's very GAS friendly, but it can be customized outside of GAS as well. But I think it's going to work very, very well for what we do. So we're just in the finishing touches of what we're doing. It's actually getting pretty close to where I can share it. Now, Christy knows about this and is very, very excited about how we can roll that out inside of GAS. So yeah, the leadership are definitely very aware that there's a need to bring more congruency, but also it's about building trust. It's about building relationship and connection, so that from that ad to actually, parting with $99, there's actually a really lovely, warm build up for that to happen, plus scarcity built into that, which most landing pages and funnels don't include. So this will include that, and it will include an affiliate platform in itself, so it becomes an income channel for you as well in building your business that sits in front of Gaz. And it will be optional. We're just working out how to roll something like that out so it's not overwhelming for somebody new that's coming into business. So for example, we're selling a 90% automated platform. So for somebody to come in and go, oh my God, there's that, and then there's this, and how automated is it if I'm needing to add on these features? So we're just working out with the leadership, at what point do we introduce something like that?
That's really cool. I was just listening to Sean. I was getting excited, but at the same time, it'd be bad if everyone was sort of deviating off to their own paths, like trying to do their own thing, and then everyone sort of gets confused, and weeks go by and still nothing happens. So this is great what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool, and it's going to allow teams to build on a certain theme, whatever it is for your team. And it I think it's going to go well. And we're right. I mean, I don't want to sort of reveal all of this too early before those tweaks are ironed out, and we're just in that process, but we're only a few weeks away from even a couple of weeks, end of the month, before we can start using this and customizing it and actually leveraging off this particular funnel. But yeah, just I think it's really good to be thinking about what Sean's talking about, all of these things around copywriting and how we can stand out more in that space. But I guess my issue with typical funnels is that they also are limited in their capacity to convert all the way to what we want them to.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think a little bit more innovative. And
that's right.
And it's a long-term game as well. Like, if you're out there just to make a quick buck, you could probably do it. You'll keep getting your percentages right on a Facebook ad to a funnel. You'll make some cash, but to make it in the long run, especially in online, any business, it's about building your personal brand over a long term. So find out whatever your why is. Find out the thing you love doing. Could be anything, like you're like an expert at like hedge trimming, and you end up starting a business on a hedge trimming. Like, find out what your why is, and that'll make it really clear on how you market yourself online. And then by offering pure value to people, you could be teaching people how to cut hedges at home, and then they go, oh, how else do you make money? Oh, I've got this other online business, So I think,
and there will be a capacity in this particular funnel for you to be able to do that, right? So there's going to be that, but before you need to think about what your 5-module cutting hedges is going to be about, you can lean into my freebie, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and you just get my affiliate link, and you'd use that particular landing page. It all goes to Gaz, and your Gaz affiliate link is the link. Actually, we're doing it specifically so your Gaz link keeps identifying you back to your Gaz business. So it's not taking away from what's already there, but it's just adding this feature of giving value and also taking that value away if they don't actually cross the line. And those autoresponders are always going to be about building more trust, more credibility, more value in those days before that lockdown actually really does lock down, unlike what we currently have, which doesn't really lock down and it tells you it's going to. So there's a bit of inauthenticity which can be fixed and should be fixed by Gaz, but it's not really quite there yet. And so, thanks for that great feedback, because, it's not like I've really spoken to anyone else about this. You guys are like, the first people, and even Sean is just about to kind of get the presentation on what this is. So it's big. And I think it's a game changer. But you guys will be the first to know about it. And what I would love to see is a way that it doesn't really matter what team you're on, that you can leverage this. So Lee, you know, like you'll be able to just go, yeah, awesome, love what Anna's doing. I'm gonna use that, you know, and I'm gonna build a team off that till I'm ready to build my 5 modules or my freebie that I think my team are going to really, you know, resonate with, or, you know, there will be an opportunity to customize and evolve your leadership, but you don't necessarily need to immediately have it all, because most people, it's very overwhelming, you know, to have to think of all of that yourself. It's much easier, like with Gaz, to just plug in and leverage off the automation. But if the automation that's there isn't converting, we need to find something else to plug into, to lean into, even if it's a $50 a month fee or a $60 a month fee, to leverage off that, knowing that that's going to convert much higher for somebody to go into the process. Once they're inside of the 2-week trial, sweet. Our conversions are really high once they're in that trial, right? By the time they're in that coaching call, and I've been a coach for 6 months, it's like up around 50 to 70%, sometimes even higher, of them joining onto an AGIC. So our issue is more what, you know, Sean's sort of saying, is really having them, you know, having a conversion further earlier down the track to the webinar, and then from the webinar to signing on to Gaz. How can we do that in a clever way? So, I mean, look, Lorraine, it's up to you. Should we hold off on doing our own landing page? I mean, knowing what I know, I would say yes, because, you know, I want to be able to reveal something that I think will be a cut above what you're ever going to get out there in landing page land. But, you know, there's nothing to stop you from, for the next 3 weeks, doing a landing page with Converti, and you can cancel it at any time. You know, these memberships are not, you know, you're not locked in, and you might for the next 3 weeks just see how you go. You know, there's probably some level of customization there. Go through the process, you'll learn a lot, and then you could go compare it to what, you know, I'm bringing through, and see what you prefer.
Who's got an autoresponder who's got an autoresponder on their Gaz setup?
There is an autoresponder. Is that what you mean? It's already there, but it's built in. We don't get to customize that.
Has anyone connected their own autoresponder to it? No.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if you can connect your own autoresponder. You can't change the autoresponders, which is another bit of an issue with the style of autoresponder that it is. And has anyone ever actually received those autoresponders? Yeah, it's not authentic, to be honest. And it's not like, if I was so just to be very clear, I don't use the Gaz funnel. I don't use the Gaz those links, because they don't work. So I got to 6A on manually sending out, building relationships, connecting with people, sending out the webinar manually, getting those 4 steps to Gaz back, like sending them the 4 steps to Gaz once I knew that they were on board and they wanted more information and to do the trial. That's how I got to 6A. So I know that you can do it the non-auto way, right? It's getting harder and harder. I can see that. But if we want to go automated, we're going to need to, you know, build this funnel, build around this Gaz funnel with our own customization and autoresponders that are going to sit with our tribe.
This is huge, Anna. Like, that's a massive, what you've just said there is huge for my mind. Don't know about anyone else in the meeting, but to be at the mastermind, and you know, we've got people saying get people to the webinar, get people to the webinar, but you know, that's all well and good, but what you've just said is bold. You know, to say that you haven't been using that funnel. And I
still got people to the webinar. It's just that I got people to the manual webinar.
Yes.
It was this big, massive, chunky Zoom link to the 37-minute where, you know, it's like, okay, I guess this is what I've got. But you can make that pretty and put it on a Bitly, or you can convert that, you know, into a more sort of user-friendly style. I was just a bit lazy and I didn't know a better way. But it is still that 90% inner freaking work. It's still that, you know, full embodiment. I'm here to go all the way, and I'm doing my inner work. I'm cleaning up my stuff. I'm showing up. I don't go to sleep at night until I've got 3 webinars out a day. You know, like, I guess this isn't, I don't want to make this a Gaz coaching call. We can do that another time. But, you know, I think it is having that honest conversation about what converts and what doesn't, and what you're going to need to do until we have a system in place that you can go, yeah, actually this fully resonates and aligns with me. Because if it doesn't, don't bother sending it out and burning through your people. Because I've got a guy on my team who sent out, I think he's had something, I don't want to scare you guys, but something over 10,000 people have hit that webinar and not one conversion. And that's how come we're working on this and building this out. Right, because he's a coder, and he can build out this sort of stuff, but he's not willing to burn through anymore. You know? So we've got to get more and more innovative, I think. Not to scare you. I don't mean this to say what we have isn't enough, because we know that what we have is incredible. Once they're inside of Gaz, it's just perfection. Why wouldn't you? It's an amazing system, but there's this. The funnel itself right now is not converting for my team. So we're thinking of something that's going to work for all of us. Everyone's stunned and silent. It's a good thing.
We all want to join Team Anna. That's what Lee said, and I got my hand up too.
Done. Well, you know, this isn't just for my team. This is for all of us. So, you know, I think that we're going to find a way where we can all leverage this, and we can all customize it, and we can all build our own teams and organizations from it, so that it's a win-win. And I think it will work really, really well. So, yay. I'm excited to just share more of it with you, but I don't know more to share yet. It's coming. That's what I can say. All right, guys. So I reckon we'll just leave it there, just time-wise, and we'll just put some notes in the Heart Blueprint, and so you can actually just go back and just see some of those highlights. Yay!
All right, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Have a great weekend.
Okay.
See you, everyone. Thanks for showing up. Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, guys.